Hello, I'm so glad you're here. If you love fairy tales, folklore, and timeless bedtime stories, you're in the right place. Every evening I share a new tale from ancient myths to classic favourites to help you unwind. If you enjoy this kind of storytelling, do consider subscribing and click the little bell thing below. If there's a story that you'd like to hear that I've not shared yet, maybe leave a comment below and ask for it. It can't hurt. Now, settle in, get comfortable, and let the day drift away. Tonight's story is The Frog Prince, a traditional tale retold for bedtime. Once upon a time, in a kingdom where the sun shone gently on golden towers and gardens bloomed with roses and thyme, there lived a young princess. She was the youngest of 3 daughters, and though the palace sparkled with treasure, her most beloved possession was a small golden ball. Each day she would play with it by the lily pond at the edge of the palace grounds. She'd toss it high into the air and catch it again, and laugh to hear the echoes across the water. But one day the ball slipped through her fingers, and plop, it fell into the pond, sinking deep into the greenish depths below. The princess gasped. "Oh no," she whispered, "my golden ball." Just then there came a splish and a splash, and out popped a frog. He was green and bumpy, with eyes like polished jade, and a voice like a raindrop stone on a stone. "Why do you weep, princess?" asked the frog. "My golden ball," she sniffed. "It's sunk to the bottom." "Well then," said the frog, "I'll fetch it for you, but you must promise me something in return." "Anything," said the princess. "Promise," said the frog, "that you will let me eat from your plate, drink from your cup, and sleep upon your pillow." The princess wrinkled her nose, but nodded all the same. With a splash, the frog dove beneath the water and soon returned, golden ball in mouth. The princess clapped her hands in delight and took the ball and ran off, laughing. She did not look back. That evening, just as the royal family was sitting down to supper, there came a knock at the palace door. A servant answered, and there stood the frog. "I've come for what was promised," he said. The king raised an eyebrow. "Daughter, did you give your word?" The princess looked down at her slipper. "Yes, father," she whispered. And so the frog was invited in. He sat beside the princess, slurped from her soup, and, to her great horror, climbed onto her soft feather pillow. "A promise is a promise," said the king. With a sigh, the princess allowed it. But in the middle of the night, as the moonlight streamed through the window, something remarkable happened. The frog gave a little shudder, a little shake, and before the princess's very eyes he changed into a young prince, tall, kind-eyed, and dressed in a green velvet coat. "A wicked witch cursed me," he said softly, "and only the promise of a princess, freely kept, would break the spell." From that day on, the prince and princess grew close, and kindness is a sturdy foundation for love. And when they were grown, they were married, with laughter and music and dancing in the gardens where once the golden ball had fallen. As for the frog, well, he was never seen again, but sometimes, in spring, the lily pond ripples just so, as though remembering. And so, dear one, that is the tale of the Frog Prince, a story of promises kept, enchantments broken, and of the quiet kind of courage that leads us home. You are capable of great things. You are loved. You matter. Good night.